Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the Arizona State Sun Devils return team will have that offense backed up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. It's a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Robinson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the...
Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go back to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try it over the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right?
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown.
Arizona State, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Robinson looking to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
It's complete on the right side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Using his legs to buy some time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Arizona State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. They'll try to run for it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Auburn! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Arizona State, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's loose. Touchdown, Arizona State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield, it's Westbrook. And they couldn't hold off the heat. With the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative himself some momentum.
On second down, wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down coming up.
42 Spider. Low. Hey, Cam.
Robinson will throw. Feeling some heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
35. Arizona State. 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped.
At the 15. And Arizona State Sun Devils.
Arizona's Back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, looking again to throw. Got his man on the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe.
The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And how easy was that for this offense? Tight end just wide open on the outside.
Yeah, and Reese, one thing, I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position, but you can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be...
Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grabs it in the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up second down.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Here we go. Can. Reload. Ready.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's been a... This offense, like coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow,
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. Got him downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
42, Arizona State, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down.
Pound 55 weak. Alert, alert, alert.
From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Using the quick game. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots, so you've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
Running with power. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a 1st down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback adapting. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the 1st down.
That's a great job by the wide receiver understanding where the 1st down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the 1st down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. And the stomping has commenced. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Auburn, 49, Arizona State.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, 3 and out last time. Be more productive. productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Brandon.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Right back to the well. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, look at the national rankings. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be dragged down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air, it's Westbrook. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On second down, he'll fire. Makes the grab, it's Robbins. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. They add on another another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And he puts through the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Arizona State, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get...
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive routes.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Trying to get to him. He's got it. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Auburn 63, Arizona State.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Robinson looking to pass. Got his man quickly. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Jolly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Made a defender miss. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing. push the ball down the field, make plays.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun.
And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.